So I was just chilling, looking online, scrolling through my little devices, and I came upon something that literally put chills through my body. Like, something you just look at, how, you have those articles where we have like, oh, a meteorite is going to strike Earth in 2026 and it's going to kill us all. And then you look at the article and it's like, oh, the small rock the size of a baseball, is going to come within like 2,000 kilometers of Earth, right? And, this is what, I kind of read this article and I was like, okay, this is probably that. And then I looked into it and turns out it's actually real. Now, what am I talking about? And what is this cool thing? Or rather, scary thing? Now, there are various theories for our universe. And also, disclaimer, I'm not a scientist. This is just something I kind of wanted to make a video on. Now, there are various theories for, the existence of our universe, where we exist, multiverse theories and, kind of other kind of things. I don't really know any of them like really in depth, but I just know that we haven't really understood like where our universe, like kind of how it exists. Like we don't know the ins and outs. And there's this telescope in space called the James Webb Telescope, which is a $10 billion telescope, which is deployed in like 2022, right? And it has made a discovery, right? Basically, it looked far into outside our kind of world, and and it found that essentially galaxies like far away are rotating in one way, and there are other galaxies which are kind of closer, which are rotating the other way. So basically, it kind of means that our universe is kind of rotating, right? So it has a kind of axis, which is very interesting. And essentially, the theory states that we are living in a black hole. Let that sink in. Like literally a black hole, like those things, like we are so fascinated, we see all these black holes. Yes, we might be living inside one. So essentially the theory goes that there are galaxies within black holes, and then within those galaxies there are more black holes, and within those black holes there are even more universes. I meant universes, not galaxies. So essentially, what we're seeing is outside of, kind of the black hole, galaxies that are outside the black hole and galaxies that are in. And essentially, contrasting is that galaxies which are within the black hole are moving to the right, galaxies which are outside the black hole are moving to the left. Now, this is how I understand it. I'm not saying this is how it works. This is just how, a little kid online figures it. But essentially, 50% of them are rotating one way, 50 are rotating the other way. Now, this kind of research suggests that that is a preferred direction, for kind of galactic rotation, right? I've got, and this is not like coming from a fake source. I am here on space.com, which is a legitimate site with legitimate information. This is like, sure, maybe, they have some weird articles, right? But this is real. Research is real, guys. Like I'm not bullshitting, okay? So essentially this telescope did a survey and it found that those galaxies are moving in such a way, and we have like no like real idea. We have like kind of two possible explanations, right? Essentially, on this article it says the team leader Shamir, associate professor of computer science Zakar Virginia, said in a statement, one explanation is that the universe was born rotating, and the explanation agrees with theories such as black hole cosmology, right, which postulates that the entire universe is the interior of a black hole. Essentially, when a black hole forms, it is like, let's say, Uranus, right? Uranus is a planet which rotates. So when a black hole is born, it immediately, how it's born rotating. So essentially, this theory posits that we are a black hole, like our universe, right? The space, we are in the inside of a black hole, right? But if the universe is indeed born rotating, it means that the existing theories about the cosmos are incomplete. So basically, this has the potential to completely shatter our understanding of everything, right? And I'm not a scientist, okay? I don't even like my math grades are crap, and in physics I try, but like Like this is just what the scientists say. Okay, I'm not like I'm not saying the Earth is flat or nothing. I'm just saying that you know what a black hole is. How at least I understand what a black hole is. Essentially, when a star, a big star is dying and has two outcomes. It can either collapse into a black hole or it can explode. I think right. It can explode into a supernova, or it can become a black hole. Now, when it, kind of the star collapses, how does it, what is this black hole thing, right? Because it's not like a star anymore. What is it? Essentially, a black hole is a kind of like thing of mass where the mass is just so critical that it's just continuously kind of collapsing in on itself. It's like the densest thing in our universe, right? So we really don't know what is in a black hole. Like we have no idea. I mean, if you have seen Interstellar, right, where the guy enters the black hole. Basically, that is just one of the kind of theories of what's inside a black hole, but we have like no idea what is inside a black hole, right? So it is not crazy to think that there are universes within universes within universes, like a Russian doll, basically. And this is exactly that. This basically says that every black hole has a universe inside it, and in those universes, there are more black holes. Within which there are more universes. So basically, this would also explain the Big Bang, right? I mean, the star collapsed, universe was born. I mean, it's fucking crazy to think about. This also means that, in theory, we can create a microscopic black hole, which in theory means we can create a new universe. It's fucking nuts. It's like so crazy to think about how we have the like. I think we are reaching a point as a species where we like are really starting to kind of break away what's like real. And I understand I'm just a kid who's really excited about black holes and universes, but like this is very interesting. Like these articles, like this is just something that you read and you think like, goddamn, right? Like it's like wow. So if anybody who's watching this is like a scientist or something, or like has a background in like any science that helps understand these concepts, and please comment and kind of elaborate, right? Or at least if I messed something up, then tell me like what exactly did I mess up. But I think that in like genuinely, this is just the coolest like kind of theory for like our existence, because it also makes sense, right? I mean, like what's outside of cosmos? Oh, another cosmos. What's outside of that cosmos? Another cosmos, right? So it's basically essentially just a big kind of black hole theory. It's very interesting, right? And it's just I don't know. I'm just really excited about this. So essentially, the scientist who kind of explained all of this, call his name is Poplawski. I'm not really sure. Essentially, he says that according to our own universe could be the interior of a black hole existing in another universe, and the motion of matter through the black hole's boundary, called an event horizon, can only happen in one direction. So in providing a past-future asymmetry at the horizon, and thus everywhere in the baby universe. So the arrow of time in such a universe, therefore, could be inherited through torsion from the parent universe. So basically, how time moves, right? And this is just really fascinating stuff. And black holes, form stars, or are the centers of galaxies, are most likely globular clusters which all rotate. That means that black holes also rotate, and the axis of rotation of a black hole would influence a universe created by the black hole, manifesting itself as a preferred axis. So that's what it says on the site. So essentially, we have also understood how a black hole rotates and why that is important, right? So that's cool. So I think, yeah, that's it for this kind of summary. If you want, I will link this article in the description so you can check it out for yourself. And I think this, if proven true somehow, will literally give the ability to kind of give us the ability to just totally, how do I put this? It will literally just shatter like our understanding of everything, and in shattering, rebuild it in a better way. So yeah, so that's just something crazy that happened. It happened on March 13. So I'm a bit late, but I just kind of wanted to report on this, create a video, and again, I'm not a scientist. I just think this is something that is quite really just fascinating. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this made at least a little bit of sense. And yeah, check it out. Tell me in the comments what you think of this theory, in general, and do you have any other theories, perhaps, right? And yeah, goodbye, live long and prosper. See ya.